Wonderful. So, hello and welcome, everyone. And thank you so much for joining us here today. My name is Sylvia Henderson, and this is the introduction to Healing for the Sensitive Soul. So, I just want to give you a little overview very quickly because I know you've read the information about Healing for the Sensitive Soul, but this was really developed with you in mind, especially if you are highly sensitive or an empath having some difficulty distinguishing your energy from another, or for those of you who just love to take care of other people, but seem to forget to take care of yourself. You seem to put other people first quite often. If that sounds anything like you at all, then you are definitely right in the right place today, and we're so very happy to have you here. Today's intro is scheduled for about 30 minutes. However, Healing for the Sensitive Soul is a 60-minute ongoing monthly learning experience that's co-facilitated and co-taught with Belinda Womack, who you will meet in just a moment, and myself. And if you do have your calendars available, then I would really invite you to take note of when our very first full class is actually going to begin, and that's going to be on Tuesday, October 11th at 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's going to be hosted right here on the Om Times Experts Learn It Live platform. So I want to share a little bit about myself before I bring Belinda Womack on and you get to meet her personally. I'm an intuitive energy healer, and I've been doing this for about 20 years now. I've studied and trained in almost 20 different healing modalities also. I connect very strongly with fifth dimensional beings of light, and they are healing masters. I follow their guidance and my sessions, and I focus on releasing karmic ties, limiting belief systems that are stored in the subconscious mind and in the Akashic records, and as well as ancestral DNA, because we inherit a lot of our belief systems as well. And I also work with a pendulum, and here's my pendulum right here. As you can see, it's going around in a circle, and I just hold my hand there and it goes, and that's an indication that clearing is happening. And so during this entire session, I will be holding this and having clearing occur. So just know that you're being worked on even right now in this free session, and even those who listen to the recording, you're going to receive the benefit of this clearing as well. And Belinda also has something really wonderful to share with you as we continue. So I work with a pendulum, and I use it to confirm the information that I'm receiving. And it also allows me, as I said already, to clear the energy. When it goes around in a circle like this, that means energy is being cleared, and also raise the vibration of those who I'm working with. I'm also a radio show host on omtimes.com. The name of my show is Intuitive Transformations, which is also the name of my business. And you can listen to my show live every Sunday evening on omtimes.com. Or you can find me as a podcast either on iTunes or iHeart or Intuned or SoundCloud or I think YouTube as well, and Podbean, and there's some other resources where you can find me on the internet. My show also, I interview cutting edge authors and new age thinkers, and it's really all about providing tools that you can use to change and transform your life. But the key thing I want to share with you that I want you to know about me is that I too am a highly sensitive person. I'm an empath. I've been an empath my entire life. I was one of those kids that for as long as I could remember, I would pick up feelings and sensations and emotions from other people around me. And I also had those invisible friends. I don't know if any of you here had invisible friends when you were little, but I did. It's something that made my life very, very difficult in my early years, and in many ways very, very painful and incredibly confusing, because I could feel the energy and I would get input from that's something in a very specific way. And yet the words that were coming out of the mouths of people I was talking to didn't match their vibration. And I would feel this and it would distract me. And I always thought, well, maybe I'm just a shy person. And to be honest, it wasn't until I got into my 30s that I discovered that no, it's not that I'm shy. I'm picking up everybody's information. And it took me a while, quite a while actually, to be able to learn how to distinguish what was me and what was someone else. And this is one of the major reasons that Belinda and I got together and that we wanted to teach this class. Because for me, I think it's really important that people learn how to negotiate their emotional states when they're picking up energy from other people, because I love working with the emotions and helping people to live a more balanced emotional life. So that's just one of the many reasons that I'm incredibly happy to have you join us here today and learn all about healing for the sensitive soul. So now I would like to introduce Belinda, and I'm going to hand over the screen to her.
Hello, excuse me. It's a little dry here in Colorado, so forgive me for that. So I just want to welcome everyone, and I want to acknowledge your sensitivity and what it's like to always feel sometimes like we're walking through a prickle bush as we are picking up the the feelings of everyone around us. So who am I? So my name is Belinda Womack, and I am the author of Lessons from the 12 Archangels, Divine Intervention in Daily Life. I would like to say that angels love sensitive souls and sensitive beings because it's through our sensitivity that we can connect with angels and all those awesome, wonderful guides in heaven. And Sylvia and I often work with the same committee, the same team in heaven. We may call them by different names, but their vibration is definitely pure divine love. And I want to just say that as a sensitive soul, that's what we need. Is we need love, and we need to remember that love is such an awesome power, and we can work with this power to protect us, to help us to connect, to help us to recognize, hey, what am I picking up? Is this something that is a potential lesson for me to understand, or do I need to give this back to Mother, Father, God, our Creator, because it doesn't need to be on planet Earth? You know, my being a sensitive soul is what gives me the ability to pick up whatever it is, whether it's grandma in heaven giving a message or a guardian angel that's trying to send in some help. Or the solution to a problem. So like Sylvia, I'm also an intuitive healer. I love to help people to get in touch with that little child inside and just transform that hurt and pain and sorrow from childhood, because very often when we are sensitive beings, we've been sensitive beings in past lives, and those unhappy childhood hurts can just travel forward and they can land right here in the present moment. And so that's what I love to do, is I love to help people to let it go. Right? Let the fear go, let the hurt go, let the guilt and shame go, so that the love can come in. Because love is the energy that takes care of us, that nurtures us, and that opens us to receive the abundance of our Creator. Well, in whatever way we need that abundance to appear, whether we need a cash miracle, or we need to feel better, or we need a lover to step into our movie, that's what abundance is. And we sensitive souls, we often get very, I think this is true for my friend here, we get very intense about what we know we need. We get very, we really, really feel it to our core. And then depending on what our childhood experience was, sometimes it can be difficult to believe we're actually going to get to have what it is that we need. And that super sensitivity is in there giving us the message, well, I don't know if I can even live. I don't know if I can survive my environment. So just a little tiny advertisement for the angels, that they're here to help us. And when we say, this is what I need in my environment, this is what I need in my life to feel safe in my own skin, then we breathe, and then it's going to show up. It's going to show up for us. Sensitive beings, we have so much help. We really, really do, right? Because we're sensitive, so we stay connected. We stay connected to our own hearts. We stay connected to spirit. So I also do private sessions like Sylvia, and we love to teach together. And you can learn all about Sylvia because she is just a rock star in my world, I have to tell you. And you can learn about her on her website at intuitivetransformations.net. And you can learn about me just by my name, belindawomack.com. So I'm going to turn it back over to Sylvia, and she's going to set us up for the healing that we are going to do this evening for all of the beautiful, sensitive souls that are listening, that are going to listen later. And we're just going to ask for the angels and fifth dimensional beings of love and light to send it out all over planet Earth and all throughout the universe.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Belinda. That was beautiful. So what I want to share with you, and I love how Belinda pointed out just how being a sensitive soul, we do have special help. We do have spiritual team that's unique for us because we're so sensitive, because we do stay so connected. There is something I do want to share before I go into a very small clearing, and then Belinda is going to guide us through this beautiful meditation that's going to help with allowing you to feel more safe in life. It's just bringing in some beautiful, beautiful energy of protection. And that is that one of the things I have learned over the years, and from my own life, and then also from working with hundreds of people, is that there is something about a sensitive soul that has had trauma in the past that makes them even more sensitive, that causes them to collapse their energy, especially if they've had a childhood of abuse, if they've had a childhood where they were heavily criticized. And there's something that came up before we even started. I wanted to check with Spirit to see, is there something I can do in this 30-minute session that will allow people to experience some relief from anything they're holding on from their past that is causing them to be uncomfortable in their lives because of their sensitivity. And a lot of that, if you've had abuse in the past, or if you've had a tough childhood, it seems like it almost makes you even more sensitive, because you learned early on in life that you had to test the temperature of the room even before you went in it to see if it was safe enough for you to be there without there being any kind of an attack or signs of abuse in any way. And then what that does for us, what it creates within our consciousness, is a discomfort when we're out with other people. Because if we start to get a whiff of any of that old energy of abuse or the heavily criticizing energy, we'll shut down as soon as we feel it, because we remember it instinctually. It's like it's encoded within our consciousness. So the work that I do, I work with the Creator, I work with fifth dimensional beings of light. And what I've learned, there are certain laws to the universe. This is an ask and receive universe. And this is a permission-based universe. So nothing is ever imposed upon us by the divine. We have to ask, and we have to give permission for change to happen in our lives. So the one thing I want to touch upon is there's a vibration that's in the collective consciousness of those of us who are highly sensitive, and it's causing confusion in terms of appearance seeming more important than the truth. And this is really important for those of you who are sensitive, because we can feel the truth within us. And I think I already spoke about this, where I could tell when someone was being in integrity and when they weren't. And so you could feel what was true, even though the appearance of what was being presented outside of ourselves was saying something else. So, with your permission, and I have to ask your permission, so just inside of yourself, just say, yes, I agree. If this is okay with you, listen to what I'm going to say though. With your permission, is it okay for the creator of all that is to download and teach you what it would feel like and how to know how to remain still and calm in the presence of an appearance that is out of alignment with the truth? Because when we are in those situations, we get nervous and we get anxious, and we might react and respond very quickly, not realizing that all we need to do is just hold space and stand in our power. So I'm going to also ask, with your permission, the creator of all that is, to download and teach you how to hold the vibration of inner peace and inner thoughts and connect with your inner truth to know how to make a decision and how to discern how to respond in circumstances when the truth is out of alignment out there. Anything that does not allow you to do that, like if there's any kind of a checkpoint within your level of consciousness to keep this locked in to your life, are you willing to release and let it go? All you have to do is say yes, and that's all that it takes. And as you can see, my pendulum's still going around in a circle. They're clearing and they're lifting that vibrational energy off of you. So this is going to help lighten the load a little bit when you're in those situations that feel very conflictive, maybe with a boss or a family member, a parent, or someone who you feel in the moment that you're feeling criticized by and uncomfortable with. This release of that, being able to hold that stillness, that calm, that peace within yourself, being present, knowing that the truth within you is the truth, will allow you to own more of your power in those moments. So if you would just receive that, that would be lovely. And I feel like all of you are receiving that. And those of you who are joining the recording, just know that that vibrational energy is here for you as well. So I know Belinda's going to do this beautiful meditation, and I'm going to just turn it right back over to her. And you're going to be using a lot of intention, and you're going to be using your imagination, and it's a very powerful process. So Belinda?
So, hello everyone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to channel the 12 archangels of the central sun. These are the beings that are my bosses that I work with, and what they ask for each of us to do is just to make sure our feet are on the ground. It's very important for sensitive beings to ground so that we can receive from Mother Earth and we can receive from the universe. And they ask that we just close our eyes, we take some deep breaths in, and they want us to remember that everything on this planet is a vibration. And we are here to experience the vibration of love, which is the vibration that created us. And we also get to experience the vibration of fear, which is the opposite of love. And fear creates, as love creates, but fear creates some very, very sticky energy. And so fearful thoughts and fearful emotions weigh on sensitive souls, and they make us feel extra unsafe, as Sylvia was talking about. So the angels are going to teach us how to clear all negative, sticky thought and emotional energy that we might pick up from others, or that we might even be releasing or thinking about or producing within ourselves. So they ask that we imagine that we are in a beautiful, gentle flowing river. And this river is made of energy, it's made of light and love. And it is white and gold, just pure love. And as we step into the river and we allow the current to flow into our bodies, the color changes to violet, to a rich purple, for this is the energy of transformation and forgiveness. And we are asked to say within, I forgive. I forgive all the unsensitive people who are around me, who are on this planet, who are producing thoughts and feelings and intentions that bring harm. I release all of these sticky energies that have glommed onto me or that I'm hearing or feeling, sensing or seeing. And I allow all of this fear, these anxious thoughts, not good enough thoughts, controlling thoughts, comparing thoughts, political thoughts, conflicting thoughts, emotions that are heavy, such as guilt, shame and blame and victim consciousness. I forgive and I allow all of this to be transformed back into love so that I am clear, so that I am a clear channel for the divine. And just breathe and enjoy being in the current of the white gold as it changes to violet, and as the violet changes back to white gold and fills every cell and every molecule and every atom with refreshing love. Love is the greatest protector we have. For when we live and think and breathe and feel at the highest vibration of love, we are impermeable to negativity. We are safe. We are safe here on our planet, and we are safe to receive, and we are safe to enjoy. So just let's breathe in that white gold divine love. Let's just say inside, my Creator, divine source, spirit, thank you for filling me, my sensitive me, with safety and security and connection to my angels and guides. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. And one last step is from your heart, that beautiful little child that lives within you no matter our age. We ask him or her to come forth. And then the beautiful river of white gold turns into a rainbow. The rainbow is rich with emerald green, the energy of heart, and ruby, the energy of the Divine Mother. Sapphire for the truth, turquoise for success, coral and orange for creative genius, and gold and yellow for power and confidence, and fuchsia so that we can see and we can know. And we give thanks to this beautiful divine child for opening us to God's full rainbow of healing and safety and security, so that we sensitive beings, we can receive all the help and love and support that we deserve. And the 12 archangels and our guardian angels and all of our helpers in heaven, they remind us, be not afraid. We are with you. We are always with you. Blessings be. And so when we are ready, just take a deep breath and bring our awareness gently, gently, gently back to the here and now. And Sylvia.
Okay, give me a moment here. Wow. Wow. Belinda, thank you so, so much. That was so powerful. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. I hope that all of you really enjoyed that. You know, this is just a sample and a taste of what we're going to provide every month, starting on October 11th. And that's going to be a Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific and 8 o'clock Eastern. So we hope that you'll join us, because this is really a collaborative effort. It's not just about you. There's a whole spiritual team here that wants to help and support us. And, you know, we really are on the cutting edge of consciousness when we do this kind of work, because it's time to step out of our fears and step into our power as empaths and really be able to access, as someone said before we started today, the superpowers that we have when we can really use our empathic and highly sensitive tools with confidence and with divine love. So we have just 2 minutes left for the class, and Belinda and I have already talked. If we need to go a few minutes over, we will. We are willing to take questions only as it pertains to what the curriculum is going to be about. So if you have a question about what you might encounter or expect in the class, this is a great opportunity for you to ask that question. I believe that there's a way for you to raise your hand. And if you'd like, you can also enter in a question in the chat window, and I can read that to the group, and we can answer any question you have about healing for the sensitive soul. So anyone have any questions whatsoever? I'm going to give you just a few moments to process that, because some of you may still be coming back from that beautiful, beautiful meditation and healing that you just provided. Thank you so much, Belinda.
Of course, it is my joy to communicate for these wonderful angels that are here to help all of us.
So Pooja would like to know, is this a once a month class? Yes, right now,
Yes.
Healing for the Sensitive Soul is once a month. So our first one is going to be, again, October 11th. It'll be a full hour. And then there'll be another one in November, and we'll get you that information as that October 11th date rolls around. So yeah, just once a month, and we'll record the session, so you'll be able to access it whenever it's convenient for you.
And repeat the tools in every class. You know, we love to give tools and healing that can be repeated over and over and over.
Yeah, these are tools that you can use more than one time. I mean, even the clearing that I had about the really being able to hold your energy and remain calm and still in the appearance of something that appears at the time to be more important than the absolute truth that you're receiving. Come back and listen to that. If you encounter a situation, because as a highly sensitive soul, I know how easy it is to be able to perceive the energy before, you know, almost simultaneously with the person who is experiencing it, even if they're not expressing it themselves. I know that earlier, before we started, Christopher even mentioned that he's our moderator here today. Yeah, so any more questions before we close? I don't think we have any more questions. Hurry up if there is. And Belinda, is there anything else that you want to say before we say goodbye to everyone?
Well, Sylvia, I was realizing that between the two of us, we have close to 50 years combined experience of helping people. And that's pretty close to my age because I'm 55. So we have a lot of love to give.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. And that is the gift of the empath is really we are a wellspring of love. We really
Yeah.
are. When we can get rid of, we can heal how our gift has been abused and really be able to shore up the walls and create more balance in our lives. So thank you, everyone. We love you. Listen to the recording whenever you like. It's going to stay on the website. It's free. And thank you for joining us. And we hope to see you again in October. Enjoy
Thank
the.
you.
Thank you. Bye.